This video is sponsored by Under Lucky Star. In what I can only describe as a pet purge and a full-blown political movement, China is once again calling pets. Well, this originated 5 days ago from a rottweiler attacking a 2-year-old girl in Chengdu, China. According to the surveillance video, this black rottweiler wasn't on a leash and it belonged to a nearby business. In this video, which again I'll be blurring out because of YouTube, the mother covers the child from the dog attack, and we see that the black rottweiler is repeatedly attacking the girl and trying to bite her as her mother tries to shield her away. Eventually, the neighbors come with sticks and try to help. Now, the girl is in critical condition, but she's stable. However, the business owner has not come out to apologize to the parents. And there are now people online saying that the girl provoked the dog first by hitting it with a rock. But of course, we haven't seen any hard evidence suggesting or backing up this claim. Why the rottweiler wasn't on a leash is a question to ask. And of course, the girl, if she was innocent, then the family sought financial compensation for medical expenses of the child is very much justified. But we still don't have the complete picture as to that particular incident, what led to the attack, and we haven't seen all the surveillance footage. And of course, we know that China has cameras everywhere, and so we can eventually find out why. But what I want to focus on today is what has transpired in the hours afterwards, since the incident. And it really blew my mind. Now, many places across China has used this latest event as an excuse to indiscriminately capture, kill, and eat dogs and cats. In fact, in what I can only describe as a purge-style release of their inner rage, police, security guards, and local community enforcement officials, they've taken the chance to abuse and murder pets. Where's PETA when you need them to actually do something instead of cow farts? And of course, this video is bound to be demonetized by YouTube, and it's a topic they clearly don't want me to discuss. I'm once again asking for your donation. If you don't mind checking out my sponsor today, and I do have a donation link if you want to keep this channel going by providing a little bit of help. They're going to homes of people, and they're taking away dogs that had nothing to do with the incident. Now, the goal was allegedly to take away medium and large-sized dogs. However, from the evidence and pictures and photos and videos we've seen, it seems like that all size dogs are being taken. In fact, we're seeing videos dating very much recently, October 19th, 20th, etc., showing people using nets to capture dogs and cats, and they're either strays or house pets. Now, in some cases that are taken away, these breeds that are taken into cages, they aren't aggressive, like Labradors and Golden Retrievers. And this picture here really shocked me. It shows an 80-year-old on her knees begging for authorities to not take away her dogs. And we have seen a case of the owner of a Samoyed dog told that she must pay a fine or her dog gets put down. This is open ransom by the regime. Now, of course, this has led to open protests in some areas and an overall negative online reception by pet owners and sympathizing people. Now, I don't personally have a pet, a cat or a dog, but I know how important it is for many people to have a pet. For many in China, keeping a pet itself is already the only way to relax in this repressive society. And that's why we saw during the pandemic that students at a college actually started walking around paper dogs made from cardboard boxes and paper and painted in certain colors as a way to de-stress without owning an actual pet. And this video came out recently. A French bulldog owner is running away from civil officers who want to take away the Frenchie because it's on the banned pet list. And the guards gaslight him saying that, oh, well, you have the wrong pet breed and that you're owning a banned one, right? And so the regime always gaslights people, thinking that they're the reason why things have gone wrong. But even the thought of owning a pet has to be deprived in China. So the most peaceful people, pet owners, they're forced to realize that even if they don't want to provoke the government has found a way to provoke them. Some cold-hearted people have also used this opportunity to kill pets for their meat. And one person online says that her dogs were killed by the landlord, the office which they rent from, and their bodies split. And they had to put the dogs in their rental office for a day, and in the early morning, the landlord came and took away the dogs. And the pet owners think that they want to eat the dog meat. Of course, the police says they can't initiate an investigation due to a lack of evidence. And things like this will continue to happen. Look, if you watched closely for China long enough, or maybe you just know that what ridiculous stuff happens in China. This is very typical of the CCP society. They have too many people, right? So they forced abortions in the one-child policy. They had too many COVID cases, so they locked the city down. They had too many crimes. They installed more cameras than their entire population. Too much pollution, they forced business to shut down. there is administrative procrastination to begin with, corruption, and then it leads to a serious problem, like the one with the dog attack. So then what they do, instead of trying to formulate a suitable formula for the situation, they use a one-size-fits-all campaign to openly suppress everybody. And then, of course, they get temporary situation under control, which then leads to accumulation of the next problem to an eventual flashpoint again. That's a socialist communist society. Laws apparently mean nothing in China, and there are no calculations, no humanistic qualities, just primitive pendulum policies from one extreme to another. Now, before we go on, let me do a sponsor segment. As I said in the beginning, YouTube is likely to demonetize this video, but I'm willing to take that because I think this topic is so important as it highlights the disastrous evolution of the CCP, what it's done to the Chinese society. So I would really appreciate if you could check out my sponsor and support me in this process to keep going with the channel. Now, people are really into astrology and stars these days, so we want to find our celestial connection with our lives, and I've got a great gift idea for you. Have you ever wondered what the night sky looked like on the day that you were born? Or how about aligning the stars the day that you met your significant others? Under Lucky Star makes star maps showing the unique constellation above a place and date that's important to you. So if you're looking for a unique gift for your loved ones or want to commemorate a special date, it's a sweet and elegant way to commemorate anniversaries, weddings, and birthdays. It makes a great gift. And the process is super simple. You log on to the website using my link and customize a right map for you with different designs, fonts, and the time and place. And also you can add a special message as the title, and it's a unique gift to be created for your parents, your partners, and your loved ones. Their star maps have been verified for accuracy by a NASA astronomer, and they ship globally. So click my link in the description and start customizing a star map for you today. There are so many people all over the country using kitchen knives to kill people every now and then, and should we also just go to everybody's house and weld the kitchen knives together to the chopping board? Or should we just conduct a nationwide psychological examination and perhaps arrest all those who tend to be mentally unstable? Here's the thing, right? Sympathy for the slaughter of the stray dogs and controlling pet behaviors is not actually a protest against the management of stray dogs or the fact that pets need to be on a leash. But if open pet slaughter is the answer, that's not control, that's bullying the weak. In fact, these so-called volunteers for stray pets, what they've done is openly express their satisfaction with the killing itself. And like I said, it's the purge, right? They're showing off pictures of hanging dogs and dead dogs. This is a question that needs to be clarified. Before dealing with stray animals in so-called prohibited pet breeds, a plan has to be made, including humane treatment processes and a proper policy. But China never does that. They either round up strays like this picture and this picture. These stray dogs think that they're getting a new home, but little do they know, as we have now sources suggesting, they end up becoming food for people. Or they go into people's homes to take away pets like some power trip. Why is it that China can murder so many pets so fast? It's because in Chinese society today, there's so much anger and rage brewing that people are experiencing, but yet they refuse to recognize where it's coming from. They fear that going against the bigger bully, which is the Chinese Communist Party, so that they, like most of the bullies, who have also experienced bullying, they go for the little ones. And that's, in this case, pets. So it's a twisted mental state that the entire Chinese society is in. And the long term, right? I mean, you're seeing this now. That's a political campaign style law enforcement. And it's an inhumane massacre to vent their evil tendencies. If this was used instead on humans, that's what happened during the Cultural Revolution. It's a public struggle session. And it's aimless murdering of innocent people. So that's why the entire movement of culling pets has become so scary so quickly. It is not just a debate about the harm of stray animals or dogs not on a leash at all. That's not the purpose of what has transpired since then. The animal protection law has long been called for many years, but the crime of abandonment also, it's been mentioned countless times, yet there's no enforcement. Instead of trying to solve the problem, which the CCP, again, doesn't really want to, just like with other social issues, like gutter oil or fake products, because it doesn't generate brownie points. Instead, what they do is every few years, they do these like campaign, political movement style things to just complete what is essentially a temporary solution, right? During COVID, we saw that they promoted the same type of stuff against pets. And the cold-bloodedness, right, of people in this country, by murdering pets, they get a satisfaction. The government doesn't really care about the safety of the people when it comes to dog attacks. It's all purely for political purposes. Now, in the short video I did on this yesterday, I called them mindless zombies carrying out the order of the CCP without moral judgments involved. It is true. To those goons and police who are doing the killing, at the end of the day, it's just a task to be completed. Just like those white-garbed men who broke down doors and dragged people away to quarantine camps at will during the pandemic. Culling dogs and cats, it doesn't solve the issue of aggression with dogs. Of course, right? That's like saying killing 100 innocent people will stop murders. It doesn't. At the end of the day, this is a reflection of the crazy policies and the crazy reactions in Chinese society as morals and restraints decline over time. And that's it today for the episode on why China is killing animals once again. And this is China Insider. I'm David Zhang. If you enjoyed the content or you want to discuss topics around this, leave a comment below and subscribe to our channel. All right, until next time. Bye-bye.